All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And as you can see in the title, the time we've been waiting for is almost here. And this is, Lord willing, I'm driving, so I'll, like I said, it'll be more like on the commentary side, but Lord willing, to be edifying and exhorting onto the elect. Because at the end of the day, those are the ones who these messages are for. But yeah, the time that we've been waiting for is finally almost here. Okay, as we are, seeing the signs of these prophecies pertaining to the last days. Where we're not looking at the fifth prophecy before before the Lord comes back, the 20th prophecy before the Lord comes back. Nah, we're looking at the last few prophecies, and I'm talking about, when I say we've been waiting for, when you read Hebrews, the 11th chapter, it goes into how going back, thousands of years ago, even to, our previous ancestors, how they, looking for the promises of the Lord, made themselves pilgrims upon the face of the earth. All right. And they sacrifice things in their various different generations, all for the promise that we are now about to receive. So this is something that we've been waiting for, not just in this lifetime, because it may feel like it's been a while in this lifetime, but not just in this lifetime. This is something that we've been waiting for, really, as a nation. Okay. As a matter of fact, this is something we've been waiting for since Adam went off. All right. Since we were kicked out of the garden, and made subject to mortality. This is something we've been waiting for, because the kingdom of heaven is going to come as one of really, that's going to be like the last prophecy, to be fulfilled on this side, in the sense that all these end time prophecies need to take place, but it's all going to end with the destruction and the beginning of the kingdom. Okay. And we're now at the point where we can see with our own eyes the last remaining prophecy again, which is of time can change based on what it is in relation to, right? So for example, you go to, all right, let's put it like this, right? There's this new video game console, or these new sneakers, or something new that's about to drop, tickets for something, right? And you go to the website to try and buy it, and they say that there's a queue, there's a line, and your wait time is 36 hours. You're gonna be like, yo, that's a long ass time. Like, damn, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? And you're in line for maybe tickets to like a basketball game, right? You're like, damn, man, that's mad long. But take those same 36 hours, and now imagine that the queue or the line you were in was for $1 million. Everybody, whenever it gets to their turn, they automatically get $1 million deposited into their bank account. All of a sudden, 36 hours does not seem like a long time. All of a sudden, it's like, yo, it's lit. In only 36 hours, I'm gonna become a millionaire. You see? Because your perception of time varies based on what it's in relation to. So for us, when you think about, the kingdom of heaven, like all the things, like, this is a big change. Okay, this is a big change. So for us to be able to see these last few prophecies before this massive change comes, it doesn't feel like a long time anymore. When you actually start to think about all the things that are gonna come with it. And that's why the Apostle Paul mentioned, I believe it was in Romans 8:21 or so, that he said, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which will be revealed in us. Okay? Because there's certain things that you go through But depending on why, if you remember why you're going through it, it can either strengthen you or it can weaken you. But in our case, it's gonna strengthen us, right? Because we're talking about a complete change. You know, no more. I mean, if you look at the world today, it's less tolerable than it was, 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. I mean, if you want to see what I'm talking about, go back and look at, go and watch like a cartoon or a movie or a comedy show from 20 years ago or 15 years ago, and listen to that TV show, cartoon, comedy show, whatever it is, and then as you're listening to it, you'll realize like, oh shit, damn, he was allowed to say that? Oh damn, they cracked those kind of jokes? Oh shit. Because today, everybody's become so soft and emotional. Every little thing that you stepping on somebody's toes, somebody's feelings are hurt, you're anti this and anti that. They've damn near like outlawed everything. So now when you go back and you look at certain shows that were allowed to air in the past, it seems almost crazy, the things they were saying. But it's not. It's just because as time moved forward, society became, more and more stringent on your freedoms and less tolerable to live in. With the things that you see and hear today, even the different kinds of so-called musicians and artists, the way the music sounds, the things that they do and rap about, the new dances that come out, the new catchphrases, all of these things is just worse and worse and worse. So we're living in the least tolerable time ever. And to think that we're this close to that ultimate change that we've all been waiting for happening. When the Lord takes down this place and return, and Yahushua makes his return, that's it. At that point, that's it. Everything that you've done, everything that you've suffered from all generations is all going to be worth it in that very moment, because now you can be. So Paul said, for here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. This place is not our rest. All right, it's not our rest, but Lord willing, very soon, we're gonna get our rest, and that comes after this place goes down. That comes after World War III. That comes after the MOTB. All right, the RFID CHIP comes out and is implemented. So that's why we're always on top of that kind of news, because when we see that, we basically see the doorstep to going home, the doorstep to being delivered out of here. Because now it's not even just us. Average people in the world are like, this place is becoming unlivable. Like it's becoming uninhabitable. Like, how are you supposed to pay rent? How are you supposed to, take care of you and your family? I mean, the prices of things keep going up. It's getting more and more dangerous. Everywhere you go,
construction on road ahead.
Everywhere you go, there's something new being pushed. It's like even raising your kids is a whole battle. Everything is a struggle now, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. So really, we need the Lord to come back now more than ever. Now more than ever. And when the Yahushua finally makes his return, it's gonna be like, that's why it talks about the righteous scarcely being saved. It's gonna be by the skin of our teeth. But it's gonna be like, damn, Lord, like if you had wasted, or not even wasted, but if you had delayed by even one more second, I don't know how we would have made it, because that's just how bad things have gotten. Okay, but think about it, we're this close to all, because the scriptures talk about the destruction. It talks about the different prophecies that are to take place, the awakening of our people, which we're seeing all of those now. But where all they you sucking the breast of kings, okay, for the riches of the Gentiles, we're finally going to be at the top and not at the bottom. Okay, we're finally going to be served and not have to be servants. Okay, not have to be at a disadvantage because of what you look like, or because of your heritage or your lineage, or undergo any of these curses anymore. All the things that we struggle with now, that's all going to be done away with. That's all going to be done away with very, very soon. So our lives are going to do a complete 180. All right, when the Lord comes back. And that's why we're so excited. You know, can you imagine that? The presence of the Lord, the righteousness back on the earth. Everything is suffering. Animals, people, you know, the earth itself, all of it is suffering. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. So for it to all finally be over, for righteousness to be instilled again, for you not to be looked at as crazy and have to constantly battle every day just to do what's right. God, man, this woman, man, shit. You know, just to do what's right, it's gonna be a relief, man. Not to mention the new bodies and all of that. I mean, it's just like a, you know, it's just. I mean, there are things that you experience or you go through or you do in this world, in this society, that are fun, right, or pleasurable. However, none of those compare ultimately to what we want. So at the end of the day, you'll still have that thought that, yeah, this was cool, this was fun, but it's still not it. You know, it's ultimately not what I'm ultimately looking for. You know, it's not my desire. Because whether it's, you know, chilling with brothers or having a good time, all of that eventually still comes to an end, right? You still got to wake up and go to work or go to school or whatever it is. You may not like your job. Your job may be okay, but the fact that you got to do it, because if you don't, you can't make a living. All right, being subject to, I mean, all these unlawful decrees, all of these things, you know, eventually they wear you down and you get tired of it. You know, we walk around like misanthropes, because what's there to really be happy about when it comes to actual society? Like, if you look at the world around you today, what can you really enjoy about it? The women are getting worse and worse. The men, don't even get started on the men. The animals are suffering. The food is just tasting worse and worse and worse.
Red light, camera ahead.
To where it's not even food anymore. It's just different chemicals put together. The air that you're breathing is terrible. You know, the people that are around you are psychotic. So what really is there to enjoy about this world? You know, like what can you really hold on to in this society that you can say, oh, nah, I don't want to let this go? What really? And now you're seeing and what's gonna make it worse is you're gonna have those famines and the pestilences and the escalation of the wars, you know, between different countries, but also between different people, tensions rising. So if you think that society is uninhabitable now, just wait a couple more. I'm not gonna say weeks, months. I'm not, because I don't know, but just wait a couple more, you'll find out. You know, but the point is, man, now's the time to be excited, especially in the spirit, knowing that, hey, the Lord is working, right? Psalms 119 and 126. It is time for thee, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, to work, for they have made void thy law. This is the time when all these prophecies are gonna be fulfilled. We're in those times. Okay? So that's something to be excited about. We don't gotta wait. We don't gotta go and die and then come back in another 3 to 4 generations and then, you know, prophesy about it. No, ain't no more of that. There's literally nowhere else to go but up from here. We're at the lowest point. We're at rock bottom. So we can at least rejoice in the fact that, hey, at least we can't go lower than this. You know, like, we're at rock bottom now. The only place to go is up. Literally, the only place to go is up. The next age, the next era is our era. We're right there. We're literally right at the door. The next age, the next rulership, the next era is ours. You know? So that's something to be excited about. So yeah, sometimes you get pissed off, you get vexed, you see all the madness and the stuff that's going on in society today, but that's okay. That's a sign. That's a sign to you that, hey, this place is gone. And that's good. That's a good thing for us. Because the goneness of this place is the sign for us that, hey, we're at the point, you know, we're at the door of you know, of the blessings to come. And that's a very beautiful thing that we most gladly look forward to. So we pray that the Lord continue to speed up these days. We pray when we see these things, you know, we see different you know, different nations sending artillery and all of that to the east. Yeah, it makes us happy. Now, what the direct conflict, that may calm down or it may not. But at the end of the day, guess what? The pieces are set. Okay, the pieces are set. Everything is put in motion. Now the Most High is the one pushing it. You know, he's like, all right, you're going to move this at this time. But we can literally see the whole board is set. You know, everything is set. The Lord's just like, all right, you know, on my signal, when I say go, we're going to drop these pieces. And we're just like itching. Lord, just say go, just say go. Because once it starts, it's not going to stop. Right? As it says in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, right? For it shall surely come, it will not tarry. So once it starts, it's not stopping. It's not slowing down. It's not stopping. Things ain't changing. Okay? It's gonna go down exactly as it's been prophesied. And the Lord said that what? We're gonna be good. His servant shall eat. His servant shall rejoice. His servant shall be protected. We're gonna be taken care of. All right. So we ain't got nothing to worry about concerning that. You know, thanks be to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You know, so like I said, man, you know, now's the time to be excited, and with that in mind, also, you know, get hot in the spirit. You know, do as much as you can, knowing that along with the end time prophecies means that, hey, when this thing goes down, the works that you've done, that's what the Lord is using. He's saying however much you deposited into your spiritual bank account, that's your balance. You know, that's your balance. So start stocking them up, man. Start stocking them up. Whenever, you know, the spirit is on you, it ain't about when it's a good time for you. No. When you get the inspiration, strike while the iron is hot. Okay, take advantage of it. Those sudden bursts where the spirit just be on you, hey, take advantage of it. Okay, don't take it for granted, because when it's not there, it's a terrible feeling. You're like, man, you know, I want to do a lesson, but I'm not really. Nah, dog. Nah. If you got the spirit, take it and use it. All right, because the time is coming where we're not going to be prophesying anymore. And it's going to feel weird, right? Because that's what we've been doing ever since the Lord woke us up. That's all we've been doing. We've been prophesying. You know, we've been teaching. That's the number one thing that every day, that's what we do. It's a part of us. But the time is coming when we're not going to be prophesying anymore. We're literally going to look around at each other like, yo, these prophecies are being fulfilled right before our eyes. We're in the midst of Jacob's trouble. You know, whoever you may be around. Okay? Hey, we ain't turning on no YouTube camera, you know, no live stream, ain't none of that. That's over. You know, the MOTB we've been talking about, yeah, there it is. This person got it. That person got it. Like, we're literally walking around people and they got the MOTB inside of them. And they purchasing things. And we don't got to worry because the Lord got our backs. That time is coming. We're going to be doing that. You know, we're gonna be talking amongst ourselves like, yo, that's really crazy that these people are actually right here doing what the scriptures say they're gonna be doing. You know, and that's gonna be that. So yeah, pretty much that's it on that. I don't need to drag out this video. All right, just like I said, Lord willing, to be exhorting, you know, onto the believers that, hey, the scriptures say that our salvation is nearer than when we believed. Right, and now it's high time to awake out of sleep. You know, so now ain't the time to be you know, dozing off and taking your time with things. The Lord is moving rapid fire. You know, He's moving rapid fire. So that means if you ain't on top of your A game, when the Lord sweeps, He sweeps. You either get on board or you get swept. All right, and for you to have been looking forward to something for all these years just to get swept up, you know, just to get swept up because you weren't paying attention, that's gonna be a shame. All right, but over here, we're looking for and hasting onto the coming of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So let the war drums beat, you know, and bring out that MOTB because we're waiting. All right, and when that time comes, man, that final test, we pray that the Lord keeps the spirit upon us, you know, to keep us in that time, so we don't take that mark. Okay, but hey, we know that we're going home. You know, we at the last stop. So anyway, with that, I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, that was edifying and exhorting. Where do you get all the names for the Lord from? Well, the Lord really only has one name, right? That's in the scriptures. The Lord only has one name. The Most High's name is Yahweh, and His Son's name is Yahushai. And that's the Hebrew. That's the ancient Hebrew, Paleo-Hebrew names of the Heavenly Father and His Son. Okay, so that's where we get it from, and it's from the Bible. All right, the Jehovah and all those, that's not the Lord's actual name in the Hebrew. The Lord gave his name in the Bible when he was speaking to Moses. So that's where we get it from. All right, and that's what we believe the names of the Most High and his son to be. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash, and may Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai speed up these days and swiftly bring these prophecies to come to pass, that Lord willing we may get delivered out of here. Till next time, Shalom.